Mbappe might have gone to jail after he signed with PSG. Sounds crazy, right? But more on that later. Despite being young, Mbappe is one of the humblest football players today. Apart from being one of the biggest threats to legends like Pele, Mbappe has many more things that you probably didn't know about. Keep watching as we explore the top 10 things you didn't know about Kylian Mbappe. The 2018 FIFA World Cup was a watershed point in Mbappe's career. His sensational tournament debut culminated with a goal in France's 4-2 victory against Croatia, becoming the youngest player to score in a World Cup final since Pele in 1958. It was an accomplishment that garnered him the admiration of the Brazilian GOAT. His on-field image was soon matched by his off-field demeanor when he disclosed in an interview with Time magazine that he had given his World Cup match money and winning bonus to charity. "I didn't need to get compensated," Mbappe said, explaining why he gave up his prize money. "I went there to protect my country's colors. In addition, I make a lot of money. As a result, I believe it is critical to help people in need. Giving folks a helpful hand is not a massive deal for individuals like us. It has no effect on my life, but it impacts theirs. And it's an enormous joy if it can change theirs." It's common to hear people say, if you're sad, you probably need a new pair of sneakers. They solve everything, don't they? Mbappe is a firm believer in this. Or in other words, you would call him a sneakerhead. Mbappe even describes himself as a kid with a new toy every time he acquires a new pair of shoes. The Nike Air Maxes were his first pair. Even though he would thoroughly clean them, they would get filthy when he went out to play football. Growing up, he explains in an interview with Hyperbeast in March, he would weep to his mother to acquire the shoes he wanted. Because brand shoes were expensive, he often had to ask his mother for the make and model he desired. Nike Vapors were his first football footwear. He said they were so sought after that some teammates would even ask if they could borrow them for the first half of the game. He refused. Nike's website even includes a specific section named Boutique de Mbappe. It has the Stars footwear selection. For example, a Nike Mercurial Superfly 360 Elite FG costs €370. Let's move on and look at the next thing you didn't know about Mbappe. Mbappe relocated to Paris, where he now lives in a 600 square meter apartment with a view of the Eiffel Tower. It's been called luxurious. It features 2 levels and a huge roof deck with a jacuzzi. However, it seems that he picked the area for practical reasons as well. Since Parc des Princes, the official home of his side Paris Saint-Germain, is close. He used to sleep at the luxurious Hotel Royal Monceau before discovering his apartment. Mbappe is originally from Bondy, around 11 kilometers northeast of Paris. The city has embraced the player as its new claim to fame, even erecting a red banner in front of the city hall that reads, "Thank you, Kylian. All of the people of Bondy are with you." That's so sweet. His hometown even held a welcome return event, replete with screaming crowds. Bondy was formerly among the Banlieues that earned less favorable news, making Mbappe's achievement all the more thrilling for the community. Mbappe began his football career with the AS Bondy Football Club as a kid. Others labeled him the next Henry after seeing him play, alluding to Thierry Henry, the current manager of the French club Monaco and a former great player. Bondy is readily accessible from Paris by the RERE if you want to explore Mbappe's old haunts. It's been a dream of any footballer to be either like Messi or Ronaldo, and for Mbappe, it was to be like Ronaldo. Mbappe's boyhood bedroom was covered with images of his soccer hero, Cristiano Ronaldo. An old photograph shows a young Kylian posing in a green jacket next to what seems to be a shrine with numerous photos of Ronaldo. Mbappe recently made headlines on social media with a new reproduction of the shot. Mbappe playfully poses in a green jacket behind a series of photos of himself clutching different awards and a cutout of his Time magazine cover this time. When it comes to elite football, high-stakes match-day rituals are not unusual. Wayne Rooney, England's leading scorer, would consume the chocolate cereal Cocoa Pops before every game. Gold medalist in the 2016 Olympics, Neymar has a habit of phoning his father for a pep talk and a prayer. Mbappe, on the other hand, has no such rights. "I never do the same thing again," the Frenchman said to beIN Sports USA. "I live day by day. Therefore, I never do the same thing again." Maybe I go to the physio, but that's a regular thing, so it's not a routine. I may play with the ball in the hallway before a game, or speak with players, make jokes, and play games. It all depends on the game and my mood. There's no specific ritual. Did you know that Mbappe might have just gone to jail after he signed the contract with Paris Saint-Germain? This was when PSG's president Nasser Al-Khelaifi declared that Kylian Mbappe would never be sold and would never leave for free. This leaves Mbappe with no option but to enjoy his golden cage that he and some of his fellow teammates will continue adding glory to the mighty club. Mbappe and his fellow attack player Neymar will spend their careers in the club, since they have been imprisoned for good in the club. These actions by the club brought about a lot of stir in the football world, and even the #FreeMbappe campaign was started and soon became a trending topic. But the young player still has a long way to go and show. Did you know that Mbappe would have played for Cameroon or Algeria, not France? One of the most startling unknown facts about Kylian Mbappe is that he had the option of either Cameroon or Algeria. The Frenchman's mother is Algerian, while his father is Cameroonian. Mbappe, on the other hand, was born and raised in France and attended the famous Clairefontaine school. Thus, he was elected to represent his native nation and brought home victory. Following a loan spell at his former club, Monaco, he signed a €180 million contract with Paris Saint-Germain. PSG will pay €180 million plus incentives for Mbappe, making it the second most expensive transfer in football history, following Neymar's €222 million move from PSG to Barcelona. Mbappe, then 19, became the first adolescent in decades to score in a World Cup final. The last and only other teenager to accomplish so was Brazilian GOAT Pele, who scored in a World Cup final victory over Sweden in 1958. Mbappe scored in France's 4-2 triumph against Croatia earlier this year. Pele even congratulated the French star on Twitter, saying, "Only the second teenager to score a goal in a World Cup final. At K. Mbappe, welcome to the club. It's fantastic to have some company." Pele went even further, tweeting, "If Kylian keeps equaling my records like this, I may have to dust my boots off again." Of course, Mbappe, who remains humble in interviews, was unprepared for the similarities. It's nice to be second behind Pele, but let's put things into perspective. Pele is in a different league, he stated in a media interview. We can all agree that the young striker's success came early, and he still has much to reveal. If you want to know much more about Mbappe's success, watch our video